Welcome to the University of Ottawa Department of Family Medicine's eFieldNotes system. eFieldNotes allow you to solicit, receive, and track timely formative feedback from your supervisors on your performance. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create an eFieldNote. eFieldNotes are a collaborative document developed by the supervisor and resident and can be initiated by either of you. To create a field note, you will need to log in to the resident intranet using your username and password. If you can't remember your password, use the Forgot Password link to reset it. Once you log in, you are brought to your eFieldNote dashboard. This is where you can access existing field notes and see outstanding tasks. The tutorial entitled How to Access eFieldNotes covers these topics. To create a new field note, select Create from the drop-down Field Notes menu at the top of the screen. First, you will need to select who your supervisor is for this educational event. By default, you will see a list of all supervisors for your team below the search fields. You can also use the search fields to find a supervisor by name or by team. When searching by name, enter any portion of the supervisor's first or last name and click Search. Once you have found your supervisor, click Create on the far right column to create a field note with that individual as the supervisor. This will bring you to a blank field note. Complete as much of the field note as you can. Enter information about the educational context, the type of observation the field note is on, what you feel you did well and what you would do differently in the future, the CAM Meds FM roles, skills dimensions, and your plans for your next steps in your learning. Some parts of the field note are reserved for the supervisor comments. You cannot edit these boxes, in the same way your supervisor will not be able to edit your comments. Your supervisor has the option of flagging an eFieldNote. A flag does not denote good or bad, but is a tool to help your supervisor identify specific field notes for later retrieval. Once the flagged field note has been addressed and resolved, your supervisor can mark the flag as retired. Only supervisors can flag an eFieldNote. If your supervisor for this educational event is not your primary preceptor, but you wish to notify him or her about this field note for a specific reason, you can check the Notify Primary Preceptor box. You can also choose to notify others, such as other preceptors in your team. Once the field note is signed off, these individuals will receive an email with a link to the field note. As you work on an eFieldNote, be sure to click Save regularly to save all your edits. The field note will not save automatically. When you are ready to share the field note with your supervisor, click on Share. Your supervisor will then receive an email notifying them that you have created a field note and that their input is required. Once you have shared a field note, it cannot be deleted and becomes part of your permanent record. After the supervisor has added their input, they may choose to sign off the field note or share it back with you for further comments. Once the field note has been signed off, no further changes can be made. This tutorial addressed creating eFieldNotes. Be sure to watch other tutorials that will teach you how to access field notes and how to generate reports.